I think this sounds pretty good, don't you think?
No.
Hello, this is it's been a year. And if you can't tell, looks better. That guy over there, he's on there. His name's Brad. He's gonna do all the fucking podcasts with me from now on.
Live from Texas.
We're in Texas. We're doing it big because, like they say, everything is
Expensive.
in Texas. Yep. And don't you forget it. But no, in all seriousness, we just finished building the brand new fucking studio mine. I'm gonna try not to swear the entire time.
What?
Just finished building the brand new studio mine, dude.
The brand new studio.
Let's get a round of applause there for that one.
Studio mine.
Clap it up, clap it up, as they say at our.
Clap it up.
Clap it up. Yeah, when did we start building in here? Like the 3rd of July, I think.
The 3rd of July. Stretch and flex.
Yeah. Stretch and flex. All right, we probably shouldn't talk too much about work.
We were stretching and flexing like July 3rd.
Yeah, no. We started on the 3rd of July and tore the first wall out.
What?
Cleaned her off nice and good.
Put the window in. Did all the dirty
Wall,
stuff.
That wall kept its fucking mouth shut by the time we were done.
Zip your lips, dude. Throw away the key. I'm telling you right now.
And I can't find the key.
Get it out of here, dude. Yeah, no, blood, sweat, and tears went into this stuff right here, dude. I cut my whole thumb open. Thought I was going to have to get stitches. Almost cut the whole entire corner of it off. And it was just one of those things like we talk about all the time where you just get, you get paxed right in that ass, dude. You know what I mean? You get blasted. And I'm sitting here trimming the door out to this room right here, which looks so good. You can't see it, but wow, that looks real nice with the door shut. And working for like half an hour by myself already, doing good, doing just fine. And
Fair.
Yeah, doing great. And I'm sitting there with the box cutter, and Sean walks in, and he's like, "Hey man, your thumb's really close." Sitting right over here, and I look at him, and I go, "I'm
Kinda
good.
Cute.
I'm good." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And right then, I'm not even kidding, it was less than a second later, knife right on the thumb. So almost cut it right off. And then I look over at Sean's dumbass, and he's just got the...
Dude, you got the knife on your numb.
Just... And, yeah, no, it was terrible. But, dude, I can't wait until people start getting their butts in here, dude. We've already had like 3-4 new people get in here. So that's
different.
That's a plus. It's July 28th, and we started on the 3rd. I'd say that's pretty freaking good for a bunch of yahoos that don't know what we're doing. And
chocolate drink.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
chocolate rain. Some say dry, and others feel the pain. You know what I'm saying? It's just
a Dairyman sweet tea straight from the jug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it from Sheets every time I get a little app sampler, dude.
Milos.
I don't know what that is. But yeah, so how you feeling? What do you how's it going, dude? What do you think about all this?
You know what? I slept 8 hours last night. Uninterrupted.
Is that good or bad?
It's very good. Usually it's 4 interrupted. So I'm feeling good. It looks immaculate in here. Like it's like we're ready to go.
Yep.
Like once the live room meets the kind of the quo. The quee.
Out there.
Going, yeah.
Yeah, like for those, obviously there hasn't been a lot of people come here yet, and people that are going to watch this. We only did like a third of the building, and it took us, 3.5 weeks, whatever it is, and there's still so much to touch. Thank God. And so much to touch, and we're going to get our fingers all over it. You know what I mean? So
a lot of squeezing, a lot of grabbing, a lot of pulling.
But no, it's just cool because, like, I remember the night we got here, I took a video. You were going to come over, but I ended up coming over to your house instead. I just took a video, and I showed up at your house, and I'm like, looks real good. And it didn't. The previous owner that was in here was used as a storage place, and it was just loaded up with a whole bunch of her stuff still. So we had...
Every room.
Yeah, like everywhere. You couldn't even walk through. So not only did we have to redo a bunch of stuff, we had to get rid of all the garbage that was in here first.
All the garbage. All the
And let me
seats.
tell you, we tried to use that Facebook Marketplace, but we ain't getting no hits on it. So that's what everybody tells you do. Get on that Facebook Marketplace, but tell you
Gotta
what.
hit 'em.
But yeah, no, it would look like garbage. And to look at what it looks like now, it's just incredible. Hopefully, I throw some pictures in here, post.
It's got to be utilized.
It just, yeah, people need to get their behinds, bring your ass. You know what I'm saying? Just like Anthony Edwards says, dude, bring your ass. So.
Whereas.
But like, what do you honestly think? Like, what just walking in here the first time when it looked like garbage? Like, what is your real thoughts about it?
That it's professional. It's premeditated. Like everything, it flows correctly. You're going for the kind of modern, but almost like gunmetal feel in every single room. Like nothing sticks out in a bad way.
Yep.
Like the lobby is perfect. The rug in the booth. The lights behind the panels. The paneling.
Dude, yeah, I recorded my verse the other day without my shoes on. Take your shoes off when you go.
You don't feel disgusting.
You take your shoes off when you go in the booth. If you did, like, it
And
just
the air was on.
like, and I love the way the old place looked. Don't get me wrong. Like, there's years worth of memories and stuff that we put a lot of hours in there.
Couch.
Yeah, and I love that. But like, just to think about, like, Jacob said it perfect. We were tearing the studio down. He's like, dude, people used to pay us to come here. Like, it makes no sense to me because it looks like a closet compared to this. You know what I mean?
It looks like a foreclosed studio compared to this.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
It's really nice. Fucking almost 10 years in the making.
Yeah, I mean, when I first started coming around over there, it was like 2017. It was like the year I came back from Columbus, my short venture to Columbus.
Because you never went to the Columbia house, did you?
No, and there was a studio there that I didn't even know. That,
Yeah, I mean makeshift, but primarily in the garage because he was still in school for it. So
it was in the garage. I thought it was in the basement or something.
No, that Columbia house didn't have a basement. But dude, put on like 4 or 5 different shows at that house.
I mean,
all over him.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, that's why this is the podcast room. We have a separate room for podcasts now. So we have a giant booth, we have a giant control room, and now we have a podcast room. Before, we had one room where the booth was and the control room was, and then we recorded the podcast in our living room, which that's not what you want to do.
That's not a camera.
And I have one of the old videos up right here in front of me. It doesn't look bad. I mean, you know what I mean? It looks cool, but it looks like we're in a bedroom. So I'm not with it. So just the
I need to use the restroom.
The difference is just, you know what I'm saying? It's just a big difference. So yeah, but it's been a lot of stuff has happened since the last time I did a podcast. The last one was only episode 17, and that was me and Danny in our No Hero get up, doing a little promo for the song that came out, and yeah, we just a lot of shit's happened since then. 2 months ago had hernia surgery, dude. Yeah, round of clap it up for that one too. Stretch and flex, literally. Yeah, and our buddy Earl, which I'm sure he'll make appearance on this at some point. We'll probably get drunk.
Shout out Earl.
Yeah, shout out to Earl. Love the guy. He the entire time
at church right now.
Also, hold on. He saw my scar. He saw my incision like a week after I had surgery, maybe a little longer, like a week and a half. Saw it with his own eyes right underneath my waistline, 3.5 inches long.
Looks like a centipede on your stomach.
And like 2 weeks ago, he's hanging out with Brad, and he says, "What exactly? What were the exact words?"
Yeah, like it must be rough. Like every time he told me, I'd have to push it back into me. It's like, yeah, I mean, stuff hanging out of your butt has to be rough. What? he has to like push it back into his ass, right? So Earl thought Tanner's hernia were hemorrhoids.
They weren't.
Dinner's ready.
That's not soup's on. That's not what it was.
It's not what it was.
For those of you that might be confused, what a hernia is, it's when you have bowel or some type of tissue that goes through your muscle wall in your abdomen or in your stomach or something.
By the time this episode airs, I'll make sure Earl has hemorrhoids.
Yeah,
but
which is fine. That's normal. Yeah. Hemorrhoids are super normal.
Ointment.
They're super normal.
Water.
Yeah, just you gotta be careful. You can't rupture them. But no. So yeah, had hernia surgery. I had the hernia for a long time. Just never did anything about it because that's the type of person I am. And yeah, finally did that, and it was horrible. I've never even been to the hospital. I'm 27. Never been to the hospital before for anything. Clap it up. Never had to do anything like that. So I was shitting bricks, large, heavy,
like some masonry.
Yeah, laying the foundation,
I'm building a fireplace.
Right. It was horrible, and yeah, it took me like probably 5 days to even stand up straight.
About a week before you, like 2 weeks before you drove.
Yeah, well, no, I drove home from my mom, so that was, like 8-9 days after surgery, which that was horrible. Getting in and out of my truck, that was not cool at all.
Every bump on the highway.
Yeah, it was horrible, and yeah, that was really bad. But Brad will never let me live it down. For some reason, he used it as like a way to make fun of me, which I'll never understand. But it's fine if you want to do that. You know what I mean?
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean it works still. In other real cool news though, is we work for
Popeyes,
Baskin Robbins, and we both are getting to go on work trips. I'm going tomorrow to Dallas, Texas, and
next week I'm going to Lodi, Ohio.
Going on a big long plane ride to Lodi, and I'm gonna check out the outlet mall. See if we can get some new Nike socks.
Maybe get a buck.
Yeah, some quarter socks. Maybe shoot a buck or two, and go to the strip club in Lodi probably.
Then I'll go to Dallas.
Mm-hmm. But no, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow to work and hopefully maybe train a little bit. And then Brad's going the week after. So we try to go together, but they wouldn't let it happen because we work at the same place and we're friends, and we gotta be careful. We don't want people to think we're getting any type of special treatment. And I get it, but I don't think too many people would have been upset about it. Who's upset about it is us, and it's okay because we still get to go, and I'm thankful.
To this day, I still think it was an attack on our race.
Yeah,
but
I mean, they would probably all agree with that. So no, I have never been to Texas. You never been to Texas, right?
Nope.
No, never been to Texas. My cousin lives in Texas. Shout out Lorena. Shout out.
Hey.
She just had a baby last year, I think, and I think he's only a year old. Yeah, she lives in Texas, and Gabe and his mom and all them used to live in Texas too. But nope, never been to Texas. So
hey.
Yeah, so we're pumped about that, but
sun goes down, it's still 95 degrees.
Yeah, dude, how's that gonna be, man?
Yeah, you gotta
look.
I'm not gonna be pasty when I come
back.
Let's
see. Let's look up Dallas, Texas on the weather app real quick, and let's just for shits and gigs, dude. You know what I mean? For shits and gigs. It's 88 right now in Ohio, so that's pretty hot. But let's see Dallas, dude. Dallas is 89, and it feels like 97.
Now scroll until it's after the sun goes down. So the sun goes down.
Sun goes down. Let me see here. When the sun goes down. 86 still at 10 p.m.
Yep.
85 at 11 p.m. Yeah, that's... It doesn't get below 80 degrees.
Nope.
The entire time. So that's gonna suck. Like getting up, it's already 80 degrees outside at 5 in the morning.
Walking to the car.
Yeah. But yeah, no,
Leave that rental window cracked the whole night.
it's gonna be cool. I've only been on a plane 3 times. How many times have you been on a plane?
It's me my
3 times.
This will be my 3rd time.
Yeah. So you're gonna equally be like,
No, I kind of got over it. So when I
Well, you did it pretty recently though. I haven't done it in 5 years.
It was almost a year ago. So when I got hired, my first week was September 25th, which means the first week of October we trained in St. Louis. So I thought getting to the airplane, directly to the airplane, getting to the airport, I think an hour early was enough time, and it wasn't. So missed my flight. Had to get a connecting flight from Cleveland to Baltimore. Right after we lost,
You had to go further away.
and the entire plane back to Baltimore was Ravens fans. It was like a sea of white jerseys on this plane. Felt great.
Was it during football season or something?
Yeah, I flew out on Sunday.
Oh wow.
And I was supposed to land at 7:30. I landed at 12:30. So I was on 2 flights on Sunday. I kind of had to get over it. And I didn't know how it worked. So when I missed my flight, they reprint the next ticket that's eventually going to
Where you're going?
your
Yeah.
place. And that was the next one. And it was leaving like 40 minutes later. So I had to wait. Boarded that one, and then...
See, at least it was only 40 minutes though. I waited at Denver for like 12 hours.
But as soon as I landed in Baltimore, I had to run from my gate. And the ticket said one thing. I went to that gate. It was like A13. Went to A13. They were like, oh, no, this is upstairs. This is like D4. I'm like, where's D4? They're like, see all those restaurants you just passed? Those escalators? You got to go up the escalators. And I started like, I don't know, like speed running. Like that whole thing. And I'll never forget the lady in Baltimore was like, oh, you got to run, honey. Like,
because you weren't going to make it.
You're doing, you're not
going to get there fast enough, yeah.
And I made it. The second flight, phone died. So I had a serial killer the last like 50 minutes of that flight, just staring at the back of the seat.
Yeah, dude. That's one thing. You have to not let that kind of stuff happen.
And then I landed. I had to claim my bag from like lost luggage.
Well, and that's what's annoying too. Is like, did you connect to the Wi-Fi on the plane?
Yeah, you have to pay for it.
You have to pay to connect to the Wi-Fi.
On Southwest, you have to pay for it.
We're flying American Airlines. Yeah.
But no, and then by the time I landed, got my
I'm
bag,
scared.
and then bus from the airport to the rental car. Phone was still dead. So, thankfully, it was a newer car that had a USB in the car. I had to charge my phone and sit in the rental car parking lot. And then the hotel was like half an hour away.
Mm. Yeah,
so
I'm hoping.
So like, to kind of wrap it up, what I had to fucking go through just to get there, I had to get over it pretty quick. My phone died. Like, I couldn't do anything. It was like an hour flight, so you get a drink.
Yeah.
Like,
milk, please?
you can't eat.
Dallas.
Like,
You can keep talking.
it's like 20 minutes away from Dallas. Depends on which part of Dallas the airport's at. But the Chick-fil-A is like 17 minutes away from Dallas. Sorry, the Popeyes is like 17 minutes away.
The Baskin Robbins, yeah. Yeah, I'm just hoping that we're pretty close when we go to Dallas. You know what I mean?
You're going to tell me don't bring jeans. Like, just don't bring pants.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna end up changing like every day when I get there because I'm sure it's gonna be 80 degrees at 5 a.m. Like, and we usually walk outside like on our lunch breaks and stuff, and it's gonna be
95 degrees.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hot. But yeah, no, just traveling for work is cool. I mean, anytime you got a chance to do that, everyone told me you got to do it, so you can't just. Oh no.
The St. Louis one was nice. I told you, like, when I went out there, I hadn't gotten paid yet, and I was still in between companies. And by the time we left, the check deposited. But at the time, we had like $80 to my name. So one of the nights we got off work, I went to a Goodwill that was like 5 minutes away. And I got a travel mug and a coffee mug from Goodwill that had the city on it, had St. Louis and the arch on it. Like,
Yeah,
got some food,
because
you know what I
you're cute and you have to get trinkets.
went to the casino too,
Did you really?
the Hollywood Casino in St. Louis.
Did you? No, you only had $80. You just went in there to look at stuff.
But
Let me
but
just look
sorry,
at it in here.
Popeyes covered that dinner.
Let me just take a look at it in here real quick.
Dude, it was nice. Fucking eating a steak dinner next to Steven. It's kind of weird.
Oh yeah, you were with everybody. I forgot.
Bill, Justin, Joe, Paul.
Oh, dude. See, you guys got to have fun.
Yeah, for sure. No, it was a.
Maybe it'll be fun. I'm gonna keep my spirits high.
But that was the big part of it. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be the exact same experience, but I missed a flight, and then I had to get on a flight going to a city that I didn't know I was going to. I had to. Honestly, it was kind of cool when we got up there, like looking out the window and everything.
Yeah, and you would have been on the plane with probably all of them if you didn't miss your flight. Yeah.
Like, I was in the line for TSA when they called my name over the speaker to get to the gate. Yeah, no.
We're not gonna make it, buddy.
Nope.
Jesus. When did
But,
you showed up? How late?
Like, I was in that TSA line for maybe like 10 more minutes. If I would have gotten there, so I think I got there at 5:30 because we were boarding at like 6:20. I was like, no, I'll be good. We're at 5:30. We'll be fine. So
No,
if I would have gotten there like 5:15.
Even Bill was just saying, like, get there 2 hours early, even at Cleveland, even though that, even it being
It was a
small.
Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know about that, dude.
Like, I thought Sundays would be like more arrivals than like departures. I thought a random Sunday in September, people were just coming home.
Yeah.
Like, but that's the other thing that kind of eased my anxiety about flying a little bit. You'll like come to terms, especially in Dallas, with like, oh, people fly every day.
I think I'm trying
Like,
to remember where I flew into.
We get on 480 for a half an hour every day. They get on a plane 4 times a week.
I feel like maybe I went to the airport in Dallas when I went to Idaho. We had a layover somewhere on the way there. Might have been Dallas. I don't know.
Maybe it was Oklahoma.
Could have been Kansas. I don't know.
Could have been Kansas. Should have been a Cowboy.
But no, I should have. But no, when we flew home from that trip, we flew into Denver, and that's the scariest airport that exists. I don't care what anybody says. I don't want
Tanner's terrified of snow.
I don't want to go into airports ever again because of that place. Yeah.
Especially if it's covered in snow.
I want no parts of that. Also, shout
No
out to
parts
Dave
for
from
old men.
work wearing his hat. It's a cool hat.
Thanks, Dave.
Shout out to Dave.
Just make sure you park crooked in the parking spot.
Yeah. So what you just did something recently though? Where did you go the other day?
So the other day, I went to Friendship, and the cool thing about Friendship was I made an account. So now when I get gas, I get like 15 cents off every time. It's pretty cool.
That's where you went the other day?
Yeah.
Is that your first time going?
No, but I was present when I was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because before you were just going where you get ethanol, right?
Yeah, E85.
Yeah.
Make sure it's E85.
You always, in your regular car that you put regular gasoline in, get that E85. You're going to be happy. You're going to be happy with the results.
Fuel tank cleanser you can get, that red bottle you can get.
Drink it.
There's another one called Propel. Use that. Or Gator Light. Those are on sale.
Yeah, no, car's Brad broke down, and they was sitting in the shop for a while, and they asked him why he put E85 in it. They texted him, and they said there was ethanol in his gas tank, and he was just trying to jog his memory, retrace his steps a little bit, see if did I really put E85 in my gas tank in my Ford Focus.
Still don't think I did. Because Medina said it wasn't bad fuel. But there was like sediment in my tank.
Excrement in your...
And something else just happened. And I don't think they're connected. But there's something in my gas tank. It's not my gas. There's something in my gas tank.
Like...
Because I was driving it the night before. And when it happened, it was idling. Like it was in park. Just running. And I was cleaning it out.
And it just shut off, or what?
Shut off while running.
Anyway, put E85 in your gas tank. You're gonna like the way
a snack pack.
You're gonna like the way it smells. I guarantee it.
Butterscotch.
Yeah.
If you have a Keurig, the Donut House coffee, right in the gas tank.
Put a K cup in your.
Put a K cup right in
your gas tank.
In your gas tank.
No, but really, you went to Chicago. No,
yeah,
you went to Columbus last week.
To New York City, Ohio.
You went to Columbus.
I went down to Columbus for a show. Really cool venue, the basement of a Donato's Pizza. You can. It
ain't easy being cheesy, dude.
And you can order a pizza upstairs. They'll walk it down to you.
Walk it to them.
There's a separate bar in the basement. The sound sounded great. Band All Under Heaven performed that night. It's pretty cool. But the following night...
Underwear?
Under osmosis. It's pretty bad. And then went to Hocking Hills the following morning. Good hour drive.
Which, that's not in Columbus, right?
Absolutely not.
Where is it actually at, though?
It's another hour southeast, like right in between Columbus and Athens.
What's it called,
right
though,
there.
where it's at? What's the...
Hocking.
Oh.
Hocking, Logan.
And no, we're not going to make a Hawk to a reference, a joke or anything, because that's not funny.
And what he just said took it far enough.
Yeah.
No, it was nice, but you were talking about me being a silly goose and needing something from somewhere if I visit. No, I got directions to this Hocking Hills gift shop. Open 9 to 5. Cool. Mm-hmm. So I get off Route 30. I'm driving in, like, it reminds me of West Virginia because it's all hills. It's not mountains yet, but it's all, like, deep hills. Fucking gorgeous. But 3 miles into it, you lose service. So I get there, and it's a gravel driveway with a gate. And the driveway goes up a hill, and the gate's locked. So I have my maps on, and I'm like, oh. So I got to turn around and go the way I came with no service.
And you're like, if there's kids here, I can't come.
If there's kids here, I can't.
I got to turn around.
I got to throw the cell phone away. But I turned around, eventually drove back to Logan, which is like the closest big town, and made it to Old Man's Cave. The Hocking Hills State Park. Shout out to him.
And so are those like, is it like you're at, the YMCA and the sauna's full of a bunch of naked old men, or what's going on down there mainly?
It's pretty aggressive actually. No, dude, it's nice. I mean, what you're driving in is pretty serene getting down there because of like the curvature and just the valleys everywhere. Like it's really nice. And then you pull in, there's a big parking lot, and then there's a like visiting center in the middle. And what's nice is that they actually posted this everywhere, and it never really happens. Like it never doesn't work. All of their trails are one way.
Oh yeah,
you can't
forgot
go.
You said that.
There's no flow against traffic. When you're there, everyone's going the same direction. But it was nice. Saw some good boys, like 20 dogs down there. Ooh. When I went.
That's great.
My headphones died, which I'm kind of happy, like thinking about it now.
So I mean, if you had to pick out of all the things that could die, I'd pick that.
No, for sure. It would have been nice to. It would have been nice to listen to something walking around, but I'm kind of happy that I wasn't like disconnected from like the sounds and everything else. But Yeah, Hefty, 3 hours away. I think it's like over 120 miles away. I think. And I would do it again. But
It's got to be
by
more
the
than
time,
that because
yeah,
Ashtabula is like 90 miles.
by the time you hit Columbus, yeah, you have another hour to go.
Yeah.
Maybe like another hour 20.
See, I thought it was pretty close to Columbus, but I've never been there. So
Yeah, you would take 270 out of Columbus for like 30 miles.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then you have another like 45 to go.
Yeah. Ohio seems like it's so small, and it's not at all. It's bigger than countries. It's bigger than some countries. It's bigger than countries, dude.
It's bigger than country music.
It's bigger than country, dude. I'll tell you what.
It's bigger than fucking Luke Malone or
It's not
Post
it.
Brian, whatever. Fucking,
Post Bryant, dude.
Yeah, we have a new group coming out called Post Brian.
No,
Post about
when it comes to music, we got some stuff going on. We just we had to redo a house and then redo a studio. So some stuff got set.
Posted some stuff.
Some stuff got sat away in a little folder. You know what I mean? For
Some
the
stuff went to the trash bin.
yeah. But me and Danny have like 5 or 6 songs to put out. So, and we're gonna finally start putting stuff under Wasted Talent because that's who we are. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna happen, and then we have some stuff that we're gonna start working on as well. Getting back to the roots a little bit. You know what I mean? We don't got
Back
the
to the
roots playing
trunks.
behind us or anything like that, but we gonna get back to the roots.
We're gonna pull them trunks up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna get our feet wet.
And yeah, we're gonna do some different stuff. I've been rapping for a few years now or whatever, but we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to get back to the stuff that we got started making music with. Me and Brad want to do like a little cover track, album a little bit. Do like 6 or 7 songs, just of songs that we like, not songs that you like, because we don't care. We're just gonna make them sound cool.
We're not the Care Bears.
Yeah. No.
So think again.
I'm sneezy. Pinky Winky. Is that what it is?
I'm awake.
Pinky in the brain. That's
Yeah.
what it is. And then
Corn on the cob.
yeah, and then we're gonna try to write some original stuff. We're gonna have Danny, us 3, me, Brad, and Danny, do some stuff. Yeah, do some polka, maybe
Some Latin.
Yeah, I finally got some bagpipes. I've been waiting to try those out in the studio. So
Bagpipes. Post hernia.
bagpipes, hardly know her, dude.
Bagpipes. With my speed rewards. Think again.
There we go. Sorry,
You know
the first
what I
one wasn't good enough. But what is it right now? July 28th, dude. The Browns just started their fucking their training camp, dude. They're down in West Virginia, at the Greenbrier, America's what do they call it? What do they call it? America's what?
America's tote bag.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got it. Right on the money.
That's it.
But no, dude, the Browns. What do you got to say about the Browns, dude? I just know that I'm trying to go to that first game. And speaking of that first game, I keep making jokes, but I'm really gonna do it. I got to pack some of my Brown stuff because I'm going to Dallas tomorrow, and that's who we play week 1 at home. We get to play the Cowboys at home.
Play them boys.
Yeah, and we're gonna tear them a new one. I tell you that. There's gonna be maybe 2-3 new holes torn. We gonna get after them. I'll tell you what. What do you got?
There's going to be a Lake Prescott right next to Lake Erie, if you catch my drift. I think, no, I'm excited. I think Judy's going to play a lot better than people expect.
I feel like that went a little bit under the radar. We're gonna start slinging it around to that guy, and people will be like, oh yeah, I forgot that.
Because he will non-negotiably be the second best receiver
Yeah.
on the team.
Yep.
I think Njoku's still going to be a dog. I think our running room is fine. I think the offensive line it's been working We'll put it that way. It's been great, but it's been working. I think we'll be fine.
They're getting old.
They're getting old. Tonio will still be fine. You gotta get somebody else so Jedrick can be on limited snaps. You gotta do that.
I feel like something's gonna happen and DeJuan's gonna end up playing. I hope he plays.
And he's playing great.
He's giant.
He's huge.
Dude, he's like 6'9".
like 200 pounds.
No. That's how much I weigh. I weigh like 280.
You're 75 pounds.
No, he's literally like 6'9", like 300 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, let's take a gander, dude. Life's all about the gander, as you all know. DeJuan Jones, Duran.
Kevin Durant.
DeJuan Jones. He's 6'8". Where's his weight?
Excuse me. Where's his weight?
Oh my God, he's 6'8", 375, dude.
Now do yourself a favor if you want to feel really bad about yourself. Look up Myles Garrett. I think he's like 6'3", 278, and looks like a bodybuilder. Like he looks like...
Yeah, he looks like a statue.
271.
Wow, he's 100 pounds lighter than DeJuan Jones.
And then go to images. Yeah, the third one. Or the fourth one. He's just fucking like... That's not fair.
No, I know.
He's a defensive end.
Yeah.
Like...
Bruh. This isn't normal.
No. Like...
Yeah, it's really scary, actually, to be honest with you. The fact that people have to play against this guy. Just rip your arms off. Like SpongeBob.
And like thinking about it before, dude, it really put in perspective that the people we played football with in high school, they just had to be better than you. And you're like, oh, they're good. But if a Myles Garrett was on your high school team, even if he didn't hit that spurt yet, but he's like 6'2".
You're winning the state championship.
Like 6'2", 230.
Did he win it? Maybe not, because he went to school in Texas, so that's probably pretty tough to do in Texas. I'm not going to type it in either because I don't want to. But yeah, we were going to try to go to training camp, and since we're at the Greenbrier, there's only like 5 practices to go to, and pretty much all the tickets were taken up already, so pretty cool.
It is cool, though.
I want to go, though. That's the problem. I mean, do you think we could just walk down the road and be able to see into it? Because it's right there.
Yeah, I mean...
But they finally bought all those houses that are right next to it and then tearing them down. There was one left, and it looks so weird where it was at. It's like a little triangle. A little triangle left. That's the only house left right next to it. And some old lady lived there, and she finally sold it, and it was like $500,000 or something.
I thought she died.
Maybe she did. I mean, are you... Yeah, I was going to say, are you crossing your fingers up over it? I'm not.
Knock on concrete. You know what I mean?
That's how it goes. But yeah, dude, the Browns, man, I need to see it, dog.
I need to see that white face mask all year. I need to see that Chiefs game.
Yeah, we're playing them at home, too. Let's pull up the schedule real quick, dude.
I need to... If there's a +1 available, I need to make it to that first one. Can't tell me nothing. And you need to get on your Popeyes website, and you need to request that Monday off.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I
think I'm going to request the Monday off when we
it's an afternoon
come
game,
back.
Too.
So, home, but where's the date? Accept the cookies, okay? Jesus. Week 1, we're playing the Cowboys. Week 2, we're at the Jaguars. Okay? Then we're playing the Giants at home. Dub. That's 3 dubs. 3 dubs in a row.
And Raiders, Washington, Eagles.
3 away games in a row. That kind of sucks.
Like going into Baltimore, we could be...
Damn, that's real tough. We got 3 away games and then straight to Cincy and Baltimore afterwards. That sucks.
But then we have 3 home games, then the bye.
Yeah, but dude, that sucks. That's why people are saying our schedule's so tough. I didn't realize why. That actually makes a ton of sense. 3 away and then right to your 2 division rivals. That sucks. But yeah, at least we get the bye halfway through the season. I like that. I like when it's halfway through the season. So
And the Saints, and then the Thursday night against the Steelers.
Oh yeah, at home. We're gonna have to try to go to that one too. So yeah, but just these home games, like we don't play the Chiefs though until December 15th, and that's when we're gonna have to be playing the best down there.
What time is the Dolphins game? Did I say 1?
No, that's a Sunday night game. Sunday 8:20. I think. Yeah.
Let's go to that one too.
Dude. Yeah, because no one's gonna want to go to that. That's literally 2 days before.
We work in
New Year's Eve.
Popeye's freezer and cooler all day.
Yeah.
I mean nothing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, we probably
We're
should.
worth every fucking second
We
too.
probably should try to go to that game. But yeah, I'm really hoping that.
So call off, not call off. Use PTO September 9th.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that I get to go to that game. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but. And I'm sure tickets are just stupid. I'm sure they're not. Browns tickets, let's see what they cost, dude, this year. Because they do be going up. Browns tickets. Bah. Yep. Let's go ahead and work now, okay?
Just clock in. You know what I mean?
Oh, these are the preseason games.
There you go.
Let's see here. Browns, Cowboys. Just in case we can't go, maybe we do this. Maybe we buy some tickets to be able to go.
$200.
Wow. Yeah, so cheapest one is, and that's way up there. $200 a piece, dude.
Nothing second level.
Yeah, it's all upper deckers, dude. Gosh darn. And this is usually where we sit, right here?
No,
or is it here? Oh,
here.
yeah, it is here. It's 109 or 108. $700 for tickets in that spot, dude.
But you've been to a handful of them now. It makes sense.
Dude, I mean, those seats are super, super good, dude. Yeah, I mean, I think it's actually 109.
The Joe Can't Read game.
$747 for a ticket right there. Yeah, when we was that the Halloween game?
Yeah, the Joe Can't Read.
Yeah. Yeah, because you didn't go to the week 1 game last year against the Bengals, right? No. Yeah, Brad went to the game with us against the Bengals, and he was doing some research before the game about Joey B, and found out he was autistic. No, I'm just kidding. Found out he was dyslexic, and that he got into a little bit of trouble.
In English, and math, and kind of life between 5th grade and 8th grade. We have a standardized test called the Ohio Achievement Test, and he failed it. It's a pretty easy test.
The fact that that's really online is just, I don't know how I feel about that. Because, I'd like for people to know who I am one day, and I'm glad I didn't fail any OAT tests. You know what I mean?
Any OAT or any OAT?
Yeah, any OAT. You know what I mean? That's not cool. But no, also found out that he got in trouble with a female. So we were yelling some pretty vicious things. And we're real close.
And it worked.
I mean, you can't see the picture on the screen and where the seats are, but you're real close. We're 10 rows up. And right at the 50-yard line, right behind the visitor bench. And yeah, it's just a great time. We played, who did we play last year? Randy Gregory was on the team. Was it I can't remember. Randy Gregory was on their team. They picked him up midway through the season, and that was the guy that got in trouble for beating on girls. And we were just, talking a bunch of shit. And of course, then he gets a sack. And it's that was the third snap that he played during the game. He didn't play very much, gets a sack, and then he gets over to the sideline. He's flipping everybody off, dude, like talking mad shit, getting really upset. And it was just, that's what we live for. That's what we live for when you go to those Browns games.
I think the best game I went to was that Jets game.
With the one we lost?
No, the Flacco game that we won.
Oh, this past year. I forgot you went to that game. That was a pretty good game. Was that a Thursday night game?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, because that was the one they did all the lights and stuff with, I think.
The wristband.
Yep. That was sweet. Yeah, and that was a good game, too. There was another almost Browns game.
Did it on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love it, man. Voice is gone for literally a week straight afterwards. I mean, that's why you got to take the next day off. Cause
if you don't leave a Browns game feeling like you just smoked hookah and inhaled for an hour, you didn't.
Every game I
didn't
leave,
go.
whether we win or lose, head feels like it's about to just rupture off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Just straight up, you know what I mean? Taking off.
And as you're, walking back to your car or the Rapid, whatever you took, you're just surrounded by cars and you're like, you can't park here. The entire walk back.
Can't park there, dude. Those videos where, people get in accidents and they just drive up to them. Hey, you can't park there.
It's the best.
I mean, you can't park there.
You can't.
But yeah, there's a lot of stuff's working out recently, so it's pretty cool.
Trains keep training.
We're just, yeah. I mean, the ham still tastes like bologna. As long as the schnozberries taste like schnozberries, we're doing something right.
And as long as the pastrami is at a safe distance, I think we'll be okay. No, it's really exciting. Just kind of seeing everything evolve. I think that's the best way to put it now as we get older. Like the studio evolve, but us as people, us as performers, creatives, because I don't think it's talked about, at least in our circle, enough. Like what you're doing is pretty like raw, and if you want it to be as profound or as nice as you would like it to be, you have to be honest. And like that level of like I think it's nice.
What happened?
Did you check your email?
Yeah, no, I had to do a quick email check. Yeah, no, it's just cool. I was thinking about it the other day. We just have all been friends for a while now, and there's just
Like 6 months.
yeah, that's a long time. Like usually I can't keep friends.
I have to buy friends.
Yeah, you got to get online. It's this whole thing. I got to
shipping. Why is there shipping?
Yeah.
Like,
you just get one piece of your friend every
I'm
time.
just looking for something to fulfill my order, and
I mean, that's expensive. But no, it's just cool. Like
taxes.
Me and Danny have been friends for a grip, and then I didn't really start hanging out with Sean until like I started coming around the studio. Like 2017, and that's probably about when we were friends. We were friends in high school, but we just didn't hang out because we're weird. But yeah, I mean, it's just cool to see how far we've come, and I'm talking about shooting ropes.
Shooting ropes.
We've come very far in a short amount of time. Like I said, we started on July 3rd, and it's July 28th. So the fact that we got everything we wanted to do done in that amount of time, sure, there's other stuff that we wanted to get done,
Ready to go.
There's some paint we could, use out in the walkway when you walk in the building, but I mean, there's a giant freaking neon sign when you walk in, man. The whole lounge just looks just crispy, dude.
We're
crispy,
catering like Cane's chicken on a daily basis. So.
Crispy chicken noodle soup with
Sunday chicken. Come on.
With a can of purple Flurp on the side. You know what I mean?
Some spam mints and
some sugar booger. You know what I mean? Some boysenberry pie.
Yeah.
Whatever you need, we got it, dude. Just come to the barbecue. You're invited to the barbecue.
Danny, you're coming to the barbecue.
Yeah. I mean, as long as he can
run.
As long as there aren't any red lights, he can make it.
He'll make it.
He'll make it. Yeah. But yeah, so get used to this because we're gonna actually do what we've been wanting to do for the past couple years. Because I realistically started this like 2 years ago, and this is only the 18th time that we've done it, so that's not cool. But at this point, we probably could have had like 300 episodes if we weren't stupid. But yeah, we're gonna. This is where it'll be. This is where we're gonna start doing it. Hopefully every Sunday. So
Every Sunday.
And there might not be. I mean, just now I forgot to get it back to the two camera jaunt because we don't have a Jamie here with us this time, but he'll be here eventually. But yeah, anything else you wanna say, dude? We talked about the studio.
I think being American means looking at someone with like a disability.
That's one thing we could talk about before we close up is the Trump assassination. What does everybody think about that?
Well, what I was saying was I think something great about being American, or what being an American really means, is seeing someone with a disability and just kind of knowing that they deserve it somehow. Like whatever they had done before, they were them. Like you're supposed to be in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? Like you're supposed, like if you have no arms, like you're supposed to open a door with your mouth. Like you did something that, like you're not doing the 40-yard dash. You're just not. Like.
All right. Brad needs some work. We'll work on Brad.
I'm looking for work.
He needs help, and we're here to give him some help.
I don't know if it's a light switch or if it's the fixture. I've changed the bulb twice.
So dial 1-900-MIX-A-LOT and kick them nasty thoughts. And
baby got Brad.
Yeah. I'm tired of making those Brad decisions, dude.
I'm
sick of it.
Eat bread and butter.
So yeah, we're going carbless, and
we're going carnivore, vegan.
Yeah, meatless, carbless, and
we're only eating meat, vegetables. That's it.
I mean, we're trying to be funny, we're not. But no, so yeah, we'll see you at that new Browns game. Call 1-800-MIX-A-LOT and 102.5. Call in and get your John Mayer tickets right now. If you can be caller number 2, you can call and get your John Mayer tickets right now. All right.
The Ridge.
Anything else?
I'm really happy we're not Akron.
So just make sure you like and subscribe. Smash that like button. It goes a long way hitting the algorithm and
hit the algorithm. Hit the shorts. Hit the pants. Hit the Instagram. Plug the Instagram. We got @WIWU Pod.
There's something wrong when I go like this and then I go like that. I end up at the liquor store. All right, no, but for real. Yeah. So I'm gonna go get finished ready getting for and I'm gonna finish getting ready to go to Dallas tomorrow because I'm scared and I'm gonna need to go get a refill on my oxys before I go.
Your big gulp.
Yeah, fill up my big gulp like Bill always does. And then we're going to buy some $747 tickets in 109 so we could sit next to the Hensies at the first Browns game.
And I think you should check. You can pay with pallets now. Like, you want these Brown tickets? Can you bring us like 260 pallets? Can you do that?
$747 times 260 pallets. Yeah, I mean, that should work.
Yeah.
If you crunch the numbers right and you got your Crunch Wrap Supreme on the side, you should be fine. You know what I mean?
Right next to the Crunch Bar, so.
But yeah, let me just say one more thing.
It'll work. Yeah.
Just one more thing.
Hey,